Hey Cappy, welcome to your October 2023 tarot reading. I hope this message finds you well. If you're a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus placement, then this message is for you. So let's go ahead, get right into it. We have eclipse season here this month. New moon solar eclipse in fellow cardinal sign Libra on the, what is that, the 14th, I believe. Let me see here. So, yes, on the 14th. So, with it being in a fellow cardinal sign, and this is particularly for Capricorn rising, that may be a bit more of a triggering eclipse for you guys. At least that one. Yeah. The full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus towards the end of the month may be a little more supportive for you. So I would be mindful, you guys, like the first half of the month, the energies are going to be a little more sensitive. There may be some changes that you're needing to be flexible with, right? But it's not all doom and gloom. I do like Venus moving into fellow earth sign Virgo on the 8th. I do think that's going to be very supportive for you. Let me check your chart. And then we got Pluto direct in your sign on the 10th. So let's check your chart. For the new moon solar eclipse, it's going to be in your 10th house of career, reputation, your achievements. So for some of you, that's what the new moon is going to be highlighting for you. Once again, there may be some changes in this area. Then as far as Venus in Virgo, that is in your 9th house of higher learning, publishing, international travel. Okay, so there could be a big focus there for you for, there's going to be a month-long transit, Venus in Virgo, October 8th through November the 8th. Okay. Also remember, Venus rules love and relationships as well as money, okay? Some of you could be getting money through, I don't know, like an overseas type of opportunity, but also through teaching, educating others in some capacity, publishing some sort of work of yours. You know, this could be anything. If you're like a writer, this could be publishing like a work of art or something, you know, whatever that is for you. Okay, so let's see. I'm shuffling the cards over here to see what we have going on for my Cappies. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Of course, we would have the Tower. I had to take out the Tower from this deck. I'm sure you guys have seen how jacked up that card was. And because it's basically ripped in half, it just always comes out in the spreads, like by default. So I was like, let me just put a different Tower card in here because I just want to make sure that it's actually supposed to be coming out. So you guys do have the Tower in your reading as the overall energy for your month. Okay, so as I was saying, to expect some sort of change, and change isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes change is breaking down things that, you know, have surpassed their expiration date, things that are no longer in alignment with you and, you know, the path that you're on. Some of you are needing to experience some sort of upgrade. So whatever the Tower is for you, just know that it's clearing out. It's kind of like the phone, like when you have to update. I'm just speaking on behalf of having an iPhone, but when you have to update like the little iOS thing, I'm getting that's what's taking place for some of you. Like this could be spiritually, especially with that 9th house Venus and Virgo transit, but it could also be career-wise, as I was saying, with the new moon solar eclipse in your 10th house. So just know, you know, it may look a little crazy in the beginning. It may seem like, yo, why is this falling apart? But you're about to be upgraded in a major way, okay? For some of you, this has a lot to do with Pluto going direct. All right. So yeah, definitely Pluto direct. So for those of you that have been experiencing just some big shifts when it comes to your identity, your personality, for some of you, this is going to be your life path, okay? Because Pluto has been transiting or retrograde through your first house of the self, okay? So you guys may have been doing a whole lot of introspection, reevaluating things, you know, kind of trying to figure out, you know, what's next for you, what matters to you. For some of you, there can be like a rebrand of some sort. If you have like a business or something like that, you may be rebranding yourself in some capacity. Yeah. Okay, so your current self is the Temperance card. So you might be in a space where you're needing to slow down, take a pause, take a beat. You need to heal. You need to bring things back into balance. All right. So for some of you, you might find yourself kind of in a space of retreating. That's why I don't know why I'm picking up on a rebrand pretty strongly, because you're doing a lot of stuff like kind of behind the scenes. So some of you may be like doing getting new headshots, like a photo shoot or something like that. You're creating a new website or something. I don't know, just like switching up your appearance in some way. When we're talking about that first house energy, it can definitely be about, you know, how we present ourselves to the world, physical changes that we may be making to ourselves. So maybe you've been, I don't know, getting a makeover behind the scenes, or going through some sort of body transformation behind the scenes, okay? I will say, for someone I am picking up on plastic surgery, okay? And I'm seeing that the results are really good. Like, you get the results that you want with that, okay? So you might be like in a healing and recovering stage for that. So definitely take your time, take care of yourself. For others of you, I don't know, you might resonate with being like an earth angel, someone that is here to heal others, to help them transform, transmute some of the more painful, quote unquote, negative emotions. Maybe you do that through your art in some capacity, okay? Very nice. Some of you may be spending some time, there's a lot of water, a whole lot of water that I'm seeing. So maybe you're spending some time near water. This could even be like taking more spiritual baths. This could be increasing your water intake. That is going to be really good for you. It's like you're detoxing, purifying your body in some capacity. For others of you, this Temperance card can represent guardian angels, ancestors that you have guiding you, supporting you, and healing you at this time. Maybe you're, in some way, you're rebuilding your life, rebuilding your security, rebuilding, once again, like who you are. Some people are definitely going to see or experience a new version of you, an upgraded version of you. Maybe you're completely upgrading your life, especially with that first house transit, Pluto going direct there in that part of your chart. Your whole life may be going through a bit of a transformation here. Now, what the challenges, or excuse me, yep, that is the challenge. The obstacle is the High Priestess. So this may be you. You've kind of been in the background for a little while, and this energy, whatever is breaking down for you, maybe it's something surrounding you kind of hiding or not sharing your gifts. For some of you, these are healing abilities that you have, creative abilities that you have. That you've just kind of been keeping to yourself. Now, for others of you, this may be some sort of information coming to the light. I will say the High Priestess can represent secrets. Yeah, that's so interesting. I literally just started shuffling and all these cards came out. 8 of Wands is about communication. The 6 of Swords, whatever this communication is, it may have you like moving forward. Maybe you get the clarity that you need and now, you know, you can free yourself from a situation. The Sun is clarity, okay? Things that were hidden in the dark coming to the light. This could also be you, you know, where some of you, you might be writers, you might have a podcast, anything within communications here with the 8 of Wands. It's like you're sharing more with that Sun card. The 9 of Wands can suggest that you have been holding back, maybe due to fear, due to some sort of, I don't know, a traumatic experience that you've had in life. That 9 of Wands can be someone who is a bit guarded, kind of in this protective mode. What are you needing to protect yourself from? That may be a question you need to ask yourself, especially as it pertains to, once again, your healing gifts. And for many of you, it comes through your creativity. And it's time for you to validate your creativity. Maybe there's something about your inner child that is being healed in the process of you sharing, putting yourself out there, allowing others to see you as this temperance card, or as this earth angel, you know, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Even if you don't feel like I'm not necessarily an angel, but there is something that is just very healing about what you do and what you offer to the world. So definitely lean into it. What you don't see coming is the Ace of Cups. So there could be some sort of just deep healing that's taking place within you on a heart level. You know, this can be like, you know, you just have those moments in life where you feel like, oh my gosh, like God is real, spirit is real, you know, the universe is working on my side or something like that. It could be like one of those moments, but for others of you, it may be more along the lines of a relationship, whether it be romantic. It can also be more platonic, like a friendship or something that's coming into your life to really help you heal, to help you open up a little more on that emotional level, maybe to share more on that emotional level through, for many of you, yes, your creativity. There could be an offer coming your way, possibly like a job opportunity or something that's like really in alignment with your soul's desires, your purpose in life. Maybe you feel like there's a renewed sense of purpose for you that is being activated this month. I do feel like a lot of that has to do with, like I said, Pluto going direct. Okay, let's see here for your, your advice is the Page of Swords. Writing, for some of you, it's something about you communicating, something about your communication, whether that is written communication, verbal communication, maybe even nonverbal, like I said, through your art or something. Maybe you can paint a story, you know, or tell a story through a painting or through a piece of music, or, you know, through you blogging or something like that. And this does seem like it's a new project with the Page of Swords. Once again, though, it's something related to your childhood, something you have always been doing in some capacity, in some shape or form. And, you know, maybe now you're, I don't know, taking it a little more seriously, or you're reconnecting with it. You're recognizing how, you know, this is a gift that you can use to advance yourself. Not even just like your personal development, but maybe even advancing yourself when it comes to your career, your business. Some of you might be going back to school or are being invited to take a course or a workshop, something that enables you to learn and maybe get a little more confident in whatever this healing ability is that you have. For some of you, yeah, this is some sort of spiritual power that you have available to you. For others of you, this is about, I'm hearing writer's development, maybe a writing development workshop or something. So for others of you, yes, this very much has to do with like more so creative gifts that you are being invited to explore a bit more. So your advice from spirit, from the animal spirit deck, is the raccoon. Okay. So I think this card is interesting because most of these cards in this deck are pretty colorful. I'm sure there are some that are just in black and white, and this is clearly one of them. So there could be something about needing more color in your life in some way. I'm getting some of you may even wear like a lot of black and or white. I mean, they do have the white on here. Maybe you need to wear more white because this is mostly like black. So some of you may need to wear white or something like that. Maybe while you're writing, and it may seem like, what does this have to do with anything? But you would be surprised. Just the way that certain colors shift our energy. So maybe you want to try that if you feel like you've had writer's block or something like that. Definitely go out by water. I think that's going to be really good for you. Like I said, maybe take you a spiritual bath or just a regular bath. Maybe you just need a shower. You need to like clear out your energy, take a salt bath or something. But yeah, that may be a way to unblock the flow of creativity if you've been struggling in that capacity. So let me see, I'm curious. I don't use this deck too often, so we're gonna see what our raccoon friend wants to share with you. Oh, look at that. The raccoon is talented, shadowy, and in hiding. Come on. And most of it is because Pluto was retrograde since April, mind you. So if you felt like since April, like maybe going back and forth with an idea, should I really put it out there? Should I make this public? Should I start sharing myself in this way? You're gonna start feeling more confident in doing so after the 10th. After the 10th of this month and moving forward, you're essentially going to be coming out of the shadows here. And that's what your what Pluto represents is the shadow. Okay, so let me read from the book here. As I mentioned, the raccoon is talented, shadowy, in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, the raccoon is a generous friend and exceptional artist. When out of balance, the raccoon is competitive and a starving artist. To bring into balance, the raccoon needs to make new work. Ace of Cups, Page of Swords. You're going to get some sort of inspiration that comes through, or some sort of healing heart chakra activation, and it's going to be like, yo, I've got to do this. I've got to share this. I've got to create this. And it's going to be so beautiful. I really do love this for you guys. Yeah, the world is waiting on what you have to share. Like I said, because it can be so healing for others, so enlightening for them. You just got to do it, whatever it is. So I want to end. We're pulling a bonus card this month for the eclipse season. And I'm pulling from the Price of Love Oracle deck because these eclipses are kind of heavily focused on relationships, okay? And for you, you do have the card Trapped coming through. So there may be something you're kind of stuck on, someone you're stuck on. Be mindful. And I really just started reading this card in that way, like within the past 6 months to a year. And I've had this deck for some years now. But I have been reading it as like, be careful of getting trapped or getting caught up in a situation, whether this is getting trapped with like a pregnancy or something, or just, you know, someone getting you entangled in a situation that is based on lies here with the Tower card, something that's built on lies, maybe built on fantasies and, you know, empty promises, things of that nature. Let me see. What else? For some of you, this may be you kind of trapped in a certain mindset. I did just hear rigid, okay? So some of you might need to be a little more flexible. And when you have the Tower energy, it's definitely going to require you to be just that. No one ever stays the same all the time. So maybe some of you are really like kind of latching on to an old identity, and that old identity is kind of rooted in a certain pattern of relationships, certain type of relationships. And with this new identity that's emerging, you're going to free yourself from, you know, whatever kind of relationships that you've been stuck in that don't seem to be very fulfilling. Whenever this card comes through, it's like you really don't want to be there, but something is kind of pulling you, drawing you, keeping you there. Maybe when a part of you knows like, I can do better, or I should be moving on, whatever the case may be. So I do feel like with, once again, after the 10th of this month, you know, once you start coming out into the world and showing the world a different side of you, or this new version of you, everything around you is going to start changing. And for many of you, there is going to be some sort of healing, whether that is through your connection with the universe, the divine, or through a literal connection, okay? A friendship or a new romantic prospect that's coming through. Maybe even an apology with the Ace of Cups. Some of you may be receiving that as well. And that's going to also be something that sets you free. All right, my love. So, significant dates. What do we have here? We have the 1st, the 2nd, the 6th, the 8th, the 9th, the 16th. I'll say the 10th with the 37 card on here. And I think that's the 15th there. 15th and 16th. Okay. So you may want to mark those dates on your calendar. They may be significant for you. Someone may be the age of 37. That could be a significant number for you in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So if this resonated at all, please leave me a like, a comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until next time, sending you so much love. Take care.